Hey, I see you're with me. Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to do an inexpensive awning, and we're going to do it out of metal roofing. Now we've got the material right here. It's a dark green to kind of match the green that's here on the bottom. We're going to put it up high above the door on top of that wood. And we're going to prop it up so that wind doesn't get against this door as much. It's caused deterioration on the bottom of the door, so that they put that on the bottom and it's still leaking over the top. They can put a, well, we may still yet put a little sweep on the bottom of the door. They've had a lot of issue with water running in, and it causes them to worry about their floor getting bad. But we're cutting down a lot of that, and we're going to also cut down. What I use these type of inexpensive awnings for is to keep sun off of windows. Now you don't want to be too high up, because then the wind will catch it and blow it over. You don't want to be too low, then you're not going to be able to see out of your window. So there's a happy medium in there. But just a little bit of an angle knocks off a lot of sun, particularly in the afternoon where you would be putting this awning. It also keeps the water from getting in the bottom of the window or the bottom of the door. It cuts down a lot on that. A driving rain, of course, is going to get in there. This is just a way to do without expending a whole lot of money. And I'll show you how we do that. We're going to use this metal. We've measured from one corner to the other on this one, which you wouldn't have to do the door. We do right here and here. Put it up there. In this case, we have to be conscious of the fact of where the screen door might hit. So you'll have to keep that in mind if you do it on a door. Here we go. So what I've done is, this is basically 37.5 inches from here to here, but I don't want to have this support being too close. So I want it to be a little shorter, so I've made them 35. That way it gives it room to bend at the side here. Again, we're using those screws. You can use other kinds, but this is actually screws that match. I've made lines where the center of this is. That's where I wanted it to be. You can move it to different locations. In this case, I'm putting a screw about every foot. We're going to do that on both ends. Then we're going to take it up and fasten it. All right, so what we've done is run screws through the rib right here into the 1x4 about every 2 feet or more, less. More is not going to be worse. And then we're going to seal this up here so water doesn't stand there and leak behind, which is what you would want to do to whatever you fasten to. Seal behind and around on the edge of that metal so it doesn't leak there. These are balusters. You don't have to use this material. This is something that is lightweight, not very invasive to look at. But if you choose to, we get 60-mile-an-hour winds. The trick is not to be too high as to catch wind and too low as to block your door. So if you get high, it catches wind, pulls it off, gives a lot of stress. So you have to determine what you can do. Keep it lower so as the wind will blow on top, push it down. Anyway, these are 1.5 by 1.5 by 42 inches long. Use them for porches and such. And I'm going to cut a 5 with this battery power. And then I'm going to use 3-inch screw with the screw gun. And it's going to go right into where this rib is. You want to turn that angle where it will fall out on the building. Anybody take a look at it? Looks like I need to go up a little bit. There you go.